So we're here on Cheryl's farm, and seeing that her farm is quite similar to the farm that we want to buy, there's just a couple of things, an overview of things to look out when changing a cattle farm into a game farm or a game ranch. Now, first of all, you'll need to get rid of all the dipping station, the stalls, the troughs, everything connected with cattle should be broken down. Fences like this, definitely not going to hold with wildlife. Cattle don't actually feel the urge to jump over fences, so this is sufficient for cattle. But wildlife is another thing. They've got quite specific points to look out for when putting up fences, and I'll quickly show you what a proper game fence looks like. Game-proof fences have a minimum standard that's set out by the conservation authorities, and here in South Africa that minimum standard for a game fence like this is about 17 strands. Here we have about 24-25 strands, which should keep general game in, but on our game farm it's going to be a bit higher, seeing that we're going to have animals that jump like eland, even kudus. For a kudu to clear this fence is nothing. They can stand right next to us, 2 meters up in the air, and they'll clear this. So for them to be kept inside, you need quite a high fence, or even electrified fences. Waterholes are very important in a new game farm and should be built around the animals. It should be accessible to all the animals, not just those that live in the koppies or the mountains, or even at the lower parts of your game farm. Make sure when you do build your waterhole that it doesn't filter through like Cheryl's. Lucky for us, on our new game farm, we have natural springs. So it flows from the mountains into the dam, and all the animals get their nice water, and it will keep us for the winter. So depending on the objective of your wildlife ranch, new tourist roads, capturing bomas, holding pens and lookout towers should be erected. For what we're going to do on our game farm is, when we do release animals, we have to have a capturing boma. Lookout towers is just quite ideal for people to scream out, listen, the animals are going this way or that way. In that way, it's much easier for us to handle stress-free animals. Employing suitable staff and training them where it's necessary is a big part of what we're doing. In our game farm that we're having in Heidelberg, we have specific jobs for specific people. Myself, I'm a field guide and a conservationist. Hendrik is going to be our ranch manager, so he'll be seeing that everything goes well with the farm. For all the little tidbits, for making the fence right, making sure everything is in working order, we'll go to the neighboring communities and hire staff from there and train them to be sufficient enough to make this wildlife ranch rise up and be the success that we know it's going to be.